You know, some derby wins are just different. And this one wasn't just crucial, it was, let's be honest, pretty flawed. So today, we're going to deconstruct this thing because believe me, the story here is way bigger than just the 3 points. Right, because the real head scratcher here isn't just how they scraped by, it's what this win really means for the future of the club. I mean, was this that classic champion's grit, grinding out a result when nothing's going your way? Or all right, so here's how we're going to break it down. First, we've got to talk about the insane pressure surrounding this game. Then, we'll dive into the tactical mess on the pitch itself. After that, we'll relive the two huge moments that turned everything on its head. And to wrap it all up, we'll try to figure out what this messy but absolutely vital win actually tells us. Okay, let's start with the context, because wow, this was not just another game. The pressure on Liverpool was just immense, like boiling point level. And the stakes? Way, way beyond just derby bragging rights. This was all about salvaging their season and, honestly, setting the stage for what comes next. 7. That's the number that matters. With this win, Liverpool suddenly had a 7-point cushion for that Champions League spot. I mean, it basically locked it down. And for a season that was just all over the place, this was pure relief. You could almost hear the entire fan base breathe out at once. And that sense of relief? It wasn't just for the here and now. Think about the future. For the incoming manager, Arne Slot, getting that top-tier European football is huge. It gives him a stable platform right from the get-go. No messing around with a less glamorous tournament in his first season. This win was basically a welcome gift for the club's next chapter. So, with all that pressure in the air, what did it actually look like on the pitch? Well, it turned into this grueling tactical battle. You had two totally different styles just smashing into each other, and for long stretches of the game, it was just a complete stalemate. And this really gets to the heart of it. On one side, you had Everton, who came out absolutely flying, super intense, aggressive, with a clear plan to just cause chaos. They just met in the tunnel. Their star attackers were all on their own islands, not working together at all. It was actually kind of tough to watch. And look, Everton's intensity wasn't just running around like crazy. It was smart. They had this one winger whose movement was just a total nightmare to mark. Then you had the striker, Beto, up top, just a pure engine of chaos. His non-stop running pulled Liverpool's defense completely out of shape. And right in the heart of midfield, they had a guy who was just a physical beast, winning every single battle. Everton knew exactly how to frustrate them. So what did that mean for Liverpool? Well, their biggest stars were completely neutralized. It was like nobody was on the same page. You'd see a forward make a run, but the pass never came, or a player would stand still when they needed to move. That fluid, almost telepathic connection they usually have up front, yeah, it was just gone. Okay, so the game is stuck. It's frustrating. It's a total grind. So how on earth did Liverpool break the deadlock? Well, this is where things get interesting. It took a couple of flashes of individual magic and, yeah, a whole lot of chaos. The first goal, though, it was this incredible moment of quality that just appeared out of nowhere. It all starts with an intersection way back, but the real magic comes from Gakpo. He gets the ball, and instead of rushing, he just pauses. He slows everything down, looks up, and spots Salah making that lightning-fast run. The pass? Absolutely perfect. And Salah's finish is just clinical. It was this quick, beautiful flash of what Liverpool is capable of, even on a bad day. But hey, it's a derby, right? You knew Everton wasn't just going to roll over. Venom. Gone. And the pressure is cranked right back up to 10 for a wild finish. And you really couldn't write a more dramatic ending. We're in the final moments, Liverpool get a corner, the ball comes whipping in, and the penalty box is just pure chaos. Bodies everywhere. Van Dijk is literally in a wrestling match with his defender. I mean, pushing, shoving, a real thing you need to know. Players from both teams just hit the deck. Some are crushed, others just can't believe in the final round. Just a moment of pure, stunning shock that ended the whole thing. So there you have it. Liverpool gets the 3 points. But once that adrenaline from the final whistle starts to wear off, you're left with this realization that this was a really complicated win. It honestly raises just as many questions as it answers. And it really is a tale of two sides, isn't it? On the plus side, you've got that gutsy resilience, moments of individual magic that won them the game, and crucially, that Champions League spot is in the bag. But the flip side is pretty worrying. A completely disjointed attack, a defense that looked fragile, and they just had no control over the game for huge chunks of time. So yeah, the win was absolutely vital, but the performance itself, that's a big red flag. At the end of the day, those 3 points solved a huge, immediate problem. But in the process, they also put a massive spotlight on all these other issues bubbling, not a cure. Which brings us to the big, lingering question, doesn't it? Do we look at this win and see the heart of a champion, that incredible ability to win ugly when it counts? Or do we see a team that just got lucky, a team that's just papering over some really serious cracks? Honestly, how you answer that question might just predict Liverpool's entire next season.